Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to use Adora in Chimps mode. This is a little bit of a more complicated strategy, and there's a lot of things to note, so I'm just going to go straight through it for now. So, basically how we use Adora in Chimps is that we get Sun Avatars, and use her Blood Sac to buff the Sun Avatars, or you get one Sun Avatar and go for a level 20 Adora. I'm going to be showing the multiple Sun Avatar strategy in this one. I might do another video that would be very similar on doing the level 20 Adora, like getting level 20 Adora earlier and using her as the main damage, but I'm going to be doing the Sun Avatars for this one. So because we are using Sun Avatars, we are going to need a early game carry. So I have my snipers, I have my dart, and I'm going to be getting Adora really as early as possible. If it's too difficult to get her like around earlier, it doesn't have to be that early, but just try to find a way to get Adora in quick, and she will do a pretty good amount of damage. So like around 15 shouldn't really be an issue if you have her. So I'm going to do a Ninja Elk start for shoots. You could do sub anything that just gets into a Sun Avatar before 63 would work fine, and so we're going to do that. For the maps this works on, it works on all the easy intermediate maps, so it'll work on all of those, and about half of the advanced maps. The limit for this would probably be something like Cargo. You could do it on a harder map, but that would be overly hard, and I would never recommend doing that. So something like Cargo would be about the limit for this strategy. I'm going to get the 1-0 Sniper for leads. Adora does pop leads, but I don't really trust the hero in popping leads because they can miss them sometimes, and then they will get past the ninja and there won't be enough power to kill the blacks inside. So we get that. The leads are fine. I'm going to get Bloon Jutsu, and then we're going to Elk buff both of these guys and go into the Super Monkey. The Alchemist and the Ninja, along with the Adora ability, should kill the mob just fine. If it doesn't, then you're probably doing something wrong. There is round 40. You can use the ability, and it cleans up fine. And then the next thing that we're going to be going for is the discounts. Because Shoots is a bit of a more compact map, it's going to be hard getting all 3 discounts in, but do all 3 discounts. Normally, these giant pools of water won't be here, and you can get them like all spread out and spaced out, and there would be a lot of room inside. But unfortunately, we don't really have that, so it's kind of scuffed looking for now. But this is enough space to get our 2 Sun Avatars in. Nonetheless, we'll get drums on one. We'll also get camo on the other. And the cool thing with Adora is that we can sack some of these early game towers just to give us more space. So with that, we can fit a Super Monkey in here. I wanted to fit a another Alchemist right next to it, but I did not have space. So we'll get the other Alchemist for the second Super Monkey. For this one, I'm going to be doing 3-2-0. With multiple Sun Avatars, you want to do a 3-2-0 and a 3-0-1. It really doesn't matter which order you get them in. You could do whichever one works first, but before 80, as long as you have both of them, it will work fine. The 3-0-1 is a bit more consistent with knocking back some of the Bloons and stuff, but the 3-2-0 has a lot more range and it has a lot more pierce, so it generally does a lot more damage. In more advanced strategies, you would only do the 3-2-0 just because it does more damage, but for consistency and making things easy, I like to do 1-3-2-0 and 3-0-1 just because it helps out with the Bloons and it makes sure that they don't get by. Alright, so on round 62, I'm going to demonstrate this right here for you. When you use the blood sacrifice, the Sun Avatar becomes a lot more powerful. So, in a pinch, if you're going to struggle a little bit, drop a 0-0-0 Dart Monkey, Blood Sack it, and then Adora and the Sun Avatars will become a little bit more powerful. Later on, we're going to be doing a $2,000 sacrifice to get the most power out of Adora, and that will be the plan late game. So after at least 62, I kind of recommend doing it after 64 because that's when the hard rounds are done. We can get we can blood sack the ninja, and then we can get the second super monkey. Now you have to get MIB, but you only have to get MIB before 78. If you don't do it before 78, you die to the purples on 78. So I got it very early, and I'm just going to work on my second Sun Avatar. You can very much well get the second Sun Avatar before the MIB if your costs are looking like about as good as mine. So that's that part, and I'll come back when we get it. Second Sun Avatar, I'm going to get some basic support with this. So I'm going to grab this village, or I'm going to make a new village. I forget which one village. If you're on a map that has a lot more space, unlike Shoots, you can upgrade an existing village to the 402, and that will help you save a lot of space and money. Fortunately, on this map, there really isn't that much space to work with, especially because the Sun Avatars are really thick. So we got that. We got the P mentoring. I'm going to get the 420 bomb to stun the ceramics. I'm going to get a 420 ice to debuff the everything and make the Sun Avatars do a lot more damage. I'm going to get a 032 glue to slow down all the mobs very good. And then I'm going to get a few Moab presses, I believe. Yes, the Moab presses to kind of push stuff back. And I think the last thing we need for this strategy is a first strike for 100 over Sabos and the overclock. So the Sabos, just use them like the DDTs and stuff. For the overclock, what we can do is that we can overclock one and then overclock the other Sun Avatar and then switch back and forth. And because they're a tier 3 tower, they actually get overtime on the overclock. So for some amount of time, both of the Sun Avatars can be overclocked with only one overclock, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be doing that. You'll see me constantly like overclock each one back and forth. So we get ultra uptime, and then we can go on to the blood sack thing. Alright, so I have these 020 Dartling Gunners. They're basically $2,000, so they're all you need. You can pop one of them, and the Sun Avatars will be buffed. And then because Adora isn't level 20 here, unfortunately they don't stay up for a long amount of time. So you can just pop one after another after another. They aren't that cheap, and they add a lot of damage to the Sun Avatars. So if you do like maybe 10 of these in total, it's not going to cost that much, and it definitely will be worth it to get that extra damage. So for like some of these rounds with ZMGs, I just use one of them. You can use Adora's ability to get even more damage, and they are good. So we can get the first strike for 100. That's pretty much all we're going to end up needing. We can spend I'd recommend spending the extra money on like mob presses and stuff. Zen around 98, a little bit late, so I'd recommend just getting those down earlier, and that will be fine for 98. 99, just Sabo, and then 100 we can do first strike, and that will beat Chimps mode with this Adora strategy. Again, this one is a bit complicated, so it's probably not the first thing you should try out, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty cool. And it's not a terrible strategy, great not bad strategies, and it will work out if you use it correctly. So that is Chimps mode with Sun Avatar, first strike time to end, and you have a black border on Shoots. And that's all, goodbye.